Asante, let's look at the transition team because we know that President Akufo-Addo and the President-elect John Dramani Mahama, they have both nominated their teams to ensure smooth transition of power. And the transition team, we know, is composed of experienced individuals drawn from various sectors, including the finance, ministry, governance, public administration. On your screen now is the transition team from government side. It has the finance minister, Dr. Mohammed Amin Adam, Henry Quartey, the interior minister. He also lost his seat. Dominic Intiro, defense minister. That's the transition team from government side. And we also know that there are other names to that. Shelley Ayokoboche, she is the foreign affairs minister. We have Martin Ejay Kosa, he is local government minister, and the national security minister, Albert Kandapa. Still on government side, we have Dr. Evans Darkum. He is head of civil service. We have Dr. Nana Atu Arthur. He's head of local government service. Ambassador Mercy Deborah, she's secretary to cabinet. We also have Edward Esmenin. He is national security coordinator. Akosua Frima Ose Opare, she's head of presidential staffer. Godfred Yeboadami, the attorney general. Oseche Mensa Bonsu, the minister for presidential affairs. Now, let's look at the team that the President-elect John Dramani Mahama has put forward to help with the transitioning of government. We know that Dr. Edward Amani Bwama is a member of the team. He heads the IT department of the NDC. He's also director of electoral services. We have Edward Doe Ajao. He's member of the Transitional Advisory Council. We have Julius Deborah, his co-chairperson. Johnson Asiedu Nketia, who is chairman of the party. The general secretary of the party, Fifi Fiavi Kwete, is also a member of the transition team. We have Dr. Keisalato Forsen, the minority leader, Mahama Yariga, is a member as well, and Gusitando. So that's the team put forward by both the NDC and the NPP to aid transitioning. For the NDC, we also have Dr. Callistus Mahama. He's member and secretary to the transition team. We have Dr. Valerie Sawyer, a member as well, and Professor Kwamna Ahoy, who is also a member. So I still have with me Dr. Asa Asante. Let's look at now the transitioning of government and how important it is to transition smoothly.
Transitions are very important, especially post-election transition teams, because they have very critical roles to play. One of it is that through this exercise, we are able to get knowledge as to what exists within the public office, so that it arms the new government with information and data as to the focus and direction it can take. It also helps us to help the new government to continue to govern, making sure that you are very much aware of the priority areas of government, for which reason you want to begin from and then strengthen that area. It also highlights some of the key leadership priorities and set the tone for how the new executive should act. So all in all this process helps to ensure the quality of governance from the word go. So I am not surprised that they put up the creme de la creme of the government architecture, that is our outgoing government, including some bureaucrats, and then of course experienced politicians who have also served in various ways in public service. Look at the NDC team. It's a team of experienced politicians, experienced legislators, experienced public servants, and experienced people who have made it in their various ways of professional endeavors. So we are getting the best. I have no doubt in my mind.
As we wrap up the conversation, I recall John Dramani Mahama during the campaign trail served notice that one of the key things he'll be doing when he assumes office would be the Operation Recover or Loot, where state institutions that have influence from government, and as a result, individuals in government who have benefited from state institutions would be prosecuted. What should we look forward to when it comes to the first 100 days of this government?
Obviously, that's the first thing that the government has to do. Looking at making sure that people account for the stewardship of their office. Yes, it is not a witch hunt, but it's part of the governance process that ensure equal playing field for government to have a smooth takeoff, because they are handing over the state of affairs to you. You have seen a few areas, even from opposition background, you are able to know what has gone wrong. You obviously will have to ask people to come explain their actions and inactions. If you read our constitution, the preamble of our constitution has a number of things, including the fact that we, the people of this country, who put our signature to the constitution to make it a living document, said that we believe in what? Certain principles such as what? Probity, accountability, and the rest of them. So if they are called to, people are called to answer questions, it is in line with what? Principles of governance, and then it is in tandem with what? The spirit and the letter of the Constitution.
Thank you, Dr. Asah-Asante, for your time here on Newsdesk. We're most grateful. And indeed, we are your election headquarters. Away.